Hey, it's Pete C for Sample Library Review, and today I'm checking out Bunker Strings Volume 2 from Bunker Samples. Bunker Samples have followed up their offbeat and contemporary Bunker Strings 1 with the second instalment, Bunker Strings 2. In the first volume, the focus was on a more pointillistic and col-legno playing style, which has been shifted to longs and pizzicato playing this time around. The second volume has been recorded in the same room and is an absolute joy to play if you're looking to add flair, and that's something a little bit different to your string writing. Bunker Strings Volume 2 downloads at 5.27 gigabytes, and there are 110 articulations in total. There are 10 instrument patches, and it requires the full version of Native Instruments Contact 5.6.6 or later. Bunker Strings Volume 2 normally sells for $79. At the moment it's on intro for $49. I've loaded up the Cello Longs, and out of the box they sound awesome. Now you can see on the left hand side there are long versions and short versions of each instrument. So you have the basses, the cellos, the viola and the violin. Then also there are the ensemble patches, and they sound absolutely brilliant. So if I just play. These patches are all polyphonic, and you can see the density slider going up and down on the mod wheel. Now the density slider will change the texture as you go through. So as I said in the intro, the focus is on longs, and it's less pointillistic than the first version. So it's a very good complement to the first version. Now at the bottom we have all of the different articulations, and they're controlled via key switches. So let's play through some of the cello articulations. So we go with octave pulses. And let's go with some bursts. And then we go with the soul pomp versions. And this is the plectrum tremolo. So you're getting that really awesome like swarm effect. Let's go with the sol tasto pulses with octave pulses combined. That sounds, yeah, very mysterious, and yeah, it just works together so well. And let's go with the pulses with plectrum. In fact, I'm going to play a little bit higher this time. And these really are a joy to play. The release for me is set perfectly, going between different notes. That sounds, yeah, really good. And then we have the pulses with the bursts. As I said, all of these are polyphonic. So you can double sort of long melodies and just sort of create these really, really cool textures. And then burst normale with the burst sulpon. And finally, we have the burst with the plectrum. So out of the box, they sound great and they really complement the first volume incredibly well. Now, if I go onto the cello shorts, and you can see they load really, really quickly. And then we have 3 articulations here. And I did say at the start, this is more pizzicato. And as ever, I always watch the videos, and this is, it's influenced, I'll say, by Johnny Greenwood's score for There Will Be Blood. So let's have a quick listen to what these sound like. Okay, so these are playable. And I was just playing with the density. Just to see exactly what you get there. This is the strums. And these are very percussive, and I love adding these sort of percussive string noises, for want of a better word. In fact, Bartok pizzicato is one of my favourite articulations, and this is, yeah, just really percussive. Obviously, it's not that articulation, but yeah, very cool. And then we've got plectrum tremolo. And once again, these have that perfect release. Okay, I'm not 100% why it went so quiet there. Ah, yes, it's all velocity bass. So if I play really quietly, and you can change, obviously, the volume of what you're playing. Now, if I just click on the pizzicato overlay, it's got that accent every time you play a note, and it's got that really awesome bite to it. So that sounds really, really cool. So that is a really quick overview of the shorts and the longs. So before we look at the GY and the features, I'm going to turn off the mic and play through the other instruments as well. I've saved the ensemble patches to talk about the GUI a bit more, but you can see, if I just adjust the view, you have all the key switches down the bottom, and we have the whole playable range of the ensemble. And if you do use expression, it's got to find where my pedal is. There we go. So expression is on CC11. Let's play a bass note. So you can get that level of control as well with the volume. And of course, that will work for every articulation. Now, I have to admit, I love these Super Sol Tasto pulses. They just sound, yeah, just have that real, like, sort of underscore quality to them. Just sounds brilliant. And if I go to the picks as well, like the plectrums, they have that brilliant swarming effect. Now, I do need to apologise. If there's any clicking, it's not the instrument. For some reason, my chair's a bit wobbly today, and my table's expanding, possibly. But there we go. So all this stuff is not bunker string related. And it does sound really, really clean. And I love the room sound as well. Now, it's a really simple GUI. So we have the ×2 round robins. So you can change that to ×2 density. So if I go back to the Soltasto. If I go back to the round robins just to compare. So you can hear there's different densities. Let's go right down. And that density just gives it that sort of evolution feel. That's very cool. And you can see the memory footprint isn't that big, but you can auto purge anything you're not using. So we're looking at 22, 23 megabytes, which it's a really low RAM footprint. So that's really, really cool. And then we have velocity control. So if I just do quietly, I'll stop playing the expression now. So the volume is controlled by the velocity. However, I just prefer controlling it using the expression. Now you can change the attack and the release. I love the release. For some, you might think it's really, really wet sounding samples and recordings, but it isn't. It's just the release is set quite high. So there you go. So it's sort of cut it off a little bit more. And you can change... Gone a bit too far. You can change the attack. So straight in there. Or a nice sort of fade. Coming in. And then the stereo width. You can adjust how wide or narrow you want the mix. And then of course... you can pan within the instrument. So if I go to cellos and you pan to the right, you won't go hard right, obviously, but it's very cool that you can pan in the instrument. If you do create your own multis, you can do it all within that instrument. So they're very cool, really easy to use. And then on the ensemble shorts, we have auto fade settings. You can change the attack and the release, and you can also link the attack and release so they kind of inverse. And pizzicato overlay, as I mentioned before, then you can click on the settings and you can change articulations, key switches and hotkeys if you use them, and you can also change by up to 50 milliseconds the sample start. So I'm always using negative delay on my tracks, and this is a really cool feature to have. So with 0 milliseconds, it's a really tight response. If I go to 50, it's just got that sort of sample start going on. So my final thoughts about Bunker Strings Volume 2 from Bunker Samples. Out of the box, they're instantly usable, and they've got lots of different ways you can use them. I wouldn't hesitate to double various string lines or instruments to give interest and character and flourish to my string writing. I love the tremolo parts. And you can create those, really awesome swarms. And have those evolve over time if you want to. And the fact you have the density on the mod wheel is a really, really cool feature. You just create that sort of evolution type thing, and it works so well. The instrument sounds great. The sampling is brilliant. I love the room sound out of the box. Just looking at it, you don't have to go through loads of different manuals. The GUI is really straightforward to use, really, really clear, and the design of this instrument is fantastic. Now, if I just go into the Cello Longs, having all these articulations and that auto purge feature, really, really useful. You can just keep adding this to your project or your template as much as you like to, and you're not really going to see much of an impact. Now, who do I think would use this? Anyone who's writing for media, underscore. I'd use this in like sort of dramatic underscore or tension, and just really anyone who's looking to set their string writing apart from everyone else. So for me, Bunker Strings Volume 2, I'm going to use it a lot, and it really is a huge recommendation. Well, thank you so much for checking out this first look of Bunker Strings Volume 2 from Bunker Samples. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave us a like, leave us a comment. How would you use this instrument? What do you like about it? If you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel, check out our other videos, and also head over to sampleLibraryReview.com to check out everything that's going on in the world of virtual instruments. Till next time, have a great day, and I'm sure we will meet again soon.